Now, talking about obesity, let's even talk about, the stomach. It's used as an indicator of how healthy you are.
Yeah.
But a lot of people develop those love handles early in life. Is there a way of making them go down? Once those things appear, it's like they never go.
Well, it's all down to your diet also, the foods you eat. And I want to say that having belly fat is very dangerous, because that means that it's called visceral fat. That means the fat is wrapping around or too close to your vital organs.
Okay.
So you can't afford to do that. It affects your liver. Your liver can't do the job it's supposed to do. And it begins to lead to what you call metabolic syndrome, things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart problems, high blood sugar. And those are things that you can avoid if you prevent yourself from getting into that. The thing is, as you you start getting older, your metabolism slows down. So you can't compare it to a child that eats bad food and burns it off. But as you get older, the metabolism slows down. So you are not burning the food as you should do. Then people are sitting down a lot, and then we are not eating the right food.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you well, the food has to be right.
It has to be right.
Does it also have to be reduced with age?
It has to be reduced with age. I mean, the right food and right quantities.
Just a minute, we're getting a call. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. What's your question?
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. I want to find out if yogurt is good for the body, and if yes, what kind of yogurt?
Okay, thank you very much, Tokumbo. Yogurt.
Yogurts are good, but let me explain, because it's actually good for the digestive system. But I want to tell you that when you're buying your yogurt, it's best you buy the one that is not fat-free or less fat, because when they say something is fat-free, that means they've taken the fat out. Your body needs some fat, number one. They've taken the fat out and replaced it with sugar.
Oh, replaced it with sugar.
So when they say it's fat-free, it means it's sugar, full of sugar. And sugar is what is changed to fat in your body. And sugar inflames your body.
The fat in the yogurt, is it good for the body?
If it's like Greek yogurt, the right way, if it's done the right way, it's good for the body.
So that's not a trans fat?
No, it is not.
Is that leptin? Because we hear there's a substance called leptin that is good.
Yeah. Leptin is a hormone produced by the fat cells in the body. When it's produced, it's released into your bloodstream. When it gets to your bloodstream, it now goes to the brain. That's what tells your brain whether you need to eat or stop eating, or you have enough energies in your body. It controls your eating. And if you have leptin resistance, then you just continue eating. You can't lose weight. You don't know when to stop. So it controls your brain. It tells your brain what to do, not control, but it tells your brain to tell you that you are had enough, you are full.
Okay. Let's take this call now. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your question?
I want to make an inquiry about my question is this. I want to ask a question about this cucumber. Someone told me that I should limit eating cucumber, that will make me to be more slimmer than before.
That if you eat it, it will make you slimmer.
If I eat so much cucumber,
okay,
it makes me more slimmer. I want to ask about it.
Okay, so can you tell us about cucumber?
Cucumbers are very healthy and good, but it's very loaded with it's very hydrating. It's got a lot of water in it.
So that'll make you full.
That'll make you full. And apart from that, when you eat too much, everything is in moderation. You must always rotate your vegetables and your fruits and your veg. Don't just eat one type. You'll never get the advantage by eating just one type of vegetable. So as you're eating your cucumbers, you should be eating your carrots, you should be eating your ugu, you should be eating your celery, you should be eating peas, all of that.
Do these address different needs in the body?
They do. Okay. If you take something like, I'm just trying to learn more of the Yoruba names or Nigerian names for them. Things like, if you take things like parsley and coriander, they help you detoxify.
Do we have them here?
Yes, they're here.
Okay.
We have them. They do, everything does live. Beetroot is very good. Good for your blood pressure, good for your liver. It does do a lot. When you So you need to pick and take different things to get
variety.
So you can't stick to cucumber alone.
Okay. I want to ask you about something you said about leptin. How do you make sure you don't get resistant to this leptin? Because this looks like the secret to keeping a good weight.
Goes back to diet. What you eat. Sugar.
That will make you resistant.
Refined food. Processed food. Too much fatty food. Because it will leave you with too much free fats in your body.
Okay.
Those things. Not enough sleep. Not eating enough fiber. Not eating the right kind of food will cause you to be leptin resistant.
So if you are resistant, can you reverse that resistance by your eating habits?
By your eating habits, you can do that. Reduce your stress levels, sleep more. Now change what you are eating. Put in more omega-3 products into your body. Put in more the right foods, the right fiber, the right vegetables. Cut out the sugar. Cut out the refined food. Cut out the processed food. Because years and years ago, we didn't have refined food and we were fine.
Okay, another thing I want to ask you about is antioxidants. We hear about them every day. What are they? Where do they come from? What do they... Okay, I'm asking too many questions. Let me first ask, what does oxidation do? Because that's what happens if you don't have the antioxidants.
Let me explain. You know, have you noticed that when you get an apple and you cut it and you leave it in the air, what happens?
It gets brown.
It gets brown. That's oxidation.
And that's what happens in your
body.
You know
when you have a knife and you leave it with water and all that, it gets rusted. What's that? That's oxidation.
Okay.
That's the equivalent of what happens to you when you have oxidation going on.
Okay, so where do we get these antioxidants? I mean, in real terms, what are they?
Antioxidants are substances that you can get in plants or in your food or in plants or vegetables or in some animal products that will actually, what they do is, how do I explain it? Oxidation, when you breathe in and out, all the metabolic processes you do in your body, they cause oxidation. But nature has done it in a way that he has put in some things inside of us to fight it.
But it doesn't seem to be enough,
It's not enough because we are also exposed to too many environmental, external things, toxins that are affecting us. So without the antioxidants, when you have these oxidation going on, what it does is, I'll give you an example. I'm sitting out here. You have, let me use my hand as an example of oxidation. We have electrons around it, right?
Okay.
So when oxidation takes place, something is stolen away from it, and the thing becomes unbalanced. So in an effort to become stable again, it goes to another part and steals that electron.
Okay.
So that chain reaction starts, and damage starts, and free radicals are produced. But when you
your body is changing actually by these things.
By this, it's going on regularly. So when you now have antioxidants, what the antioxidant does is that it will release its own electron to that free radical, so that the chain reaction that will cause damage to your DNA, damage to your cell is stopped. If you don't have the antioxidants in your body, the reaction goes on. That's what causes premature aging, diabetes, hypertension, everything.
Okay, so you can't go wrong with vegetables in this matter.
Can't. They are loaded with them.
All right.
And fruit.
Finally, and in 1 minute, is it important also your timing when you eat? What time you eat?
Yes. It's important,
So when do you start eating, when do you stop eating?
I'd say, before you start eating, I'd say when you get up in the morning, have a nice glass of water or a nice glass of lemon water. Now you will determine how early you want to eat. Anyway, when you want to eat at 8 o'clock at night, it depends on your makeup, right? But I'd say that the meal you're going to have at night, make it as early as possible, not too heavy, because you've got to give your digestive system time to rest at night.
And on that note, we have to go. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for being with us for this program.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. I'm Mary Alale Yusuf.